Hello and welcome to the Success Showcase. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin from the Modern Observer Group. And with me, as always, is Chip Janiszewski from the Happiness and Success GPS. Chip, how you doing this week?
Doing wonderful, Eric. Happy June.
Happy June. We are heading into summer. We had the Memorial Day weekend last week, kicking off the summer season. And
Yep.
Did you do anything special?
For Memorial Day, actually, my son and my daughter-in-law were home for Memorial Day, and then this past weekend we actually went up to see my son conduct his choir that he founded down in New York City. So it's been a good 2 weeks with them.
Fantastic. And as summer season kicks off, so do a lot of different events. And that brings us to our special guest this week. We have Chad Herzog from the International Festival for Arts and Ideas in New Haven. Chad, welcome.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
So, Chad, let's start off by telling us what this festival is. I mean, the Festival for Arts and Ideas sounds pretty far-reaching.
It's a really special festival that's been going on for 23 years. This is our 24th festival that will be kicking off just in a few days now. And it was a festival really founded to celebrate the best world-class musicians, the greatest thinkers, and the region of New Haven and Connecticut broadly here in June. And it's something that we're extremely proud of. That happens every June in New Haven, where we welcome nearly 100,000 people to over 200 events in 15 days.
Fantastic. And how did you get involved with the festival?
I joined the festival 4 years ago this week, actually, as the director of programming, and have been here in New Haven working with the festival since then. Yeah, I came to New Haven from a small school in central Pennsylvania called Juniata College, where I was serving as the director of arts and culture there, and haven't really looked back since I got here.
Excellent. So, when somebody comes to the Festival of Arts and Ideas, what can they expect?
Well, when people come to the festival, I think they can expect to be surprised, to be moved, to feel a little better about the world in which we live in, a time where you can see New Haven and the Connecticut region really celebrating themselves. You can expect to go to over 80% of our performances for free. You can expect to see the greatest artists from around the world on our stages. You can expect to be in a place where people who are really making change happen in a daily life are going to influence the way you move forward. You can expect to go for walks. You can expect to have some of the best food from the region. You can expect to pull up a chair in the sunshine and watch the likes of Gina Chavez or the New Haven Symphony Orchestra with Tiempo Libre on the New Haven Green. You can expect to sit in a theater and see the world premiere of a performance, the U.S. premiere of a performance like No Kids, or the world premiere of a performance like Quantum Sounds, or really have your mind and body questioned when you start thinking about what does it mean to have a home, or what is a home when you see our performance of Home. You can see and expect to see tap dance in a way that you've never seen it before, and you can find yourself expecting what life may be like when bodies move together in a hauntingly beautiful way, or when you are able to hear a throat singer from the Inuit region of Canada really blowing your mind with her vocals and stage presence.
Yeah, I mean, I took a look at your website to prepare for this, and it goes for a couple of weeks, and I just took a look at your mission, and you kind of like stated it all, but the mission very clearly stated on your website is to create an internationally renowned festival in New Haven of the highest quality with world-class artists, thinkers, and leaders, attracting, engaging a broad and diverse audience, celebrating and building community, and advancing economic development. And there's a huge calendar on there, a combination of concerts, lectures, and conversations, and so on. And your website is a really, really good resource for all that information. So why don't you talk a little bit about how that's organized on the website and about the different things that you're doing down there?
Sure. Well, the easiest way, as you mentioned, is going to that website, and that's artidea.org, artidea.org. And when you go to the website, you can see really the entire festival laid out for you. And the way that we jokingly talk about the website, but kind of seriously too, is that you can plan your entire month of June by hour by visiting our website. When you go to the website, you can click on a specific day, or you can look at the entire festival as a whole. As you click through the website, you'll be seeing performances that are happening outside, our walking and biking tours that happen. You'll be able to see our ticketed performances that happen inside and buy your tickets there. And you can check out the Ideas events and watch some preview videos, learn a little bit about the people that are coming in to speak, and just get a good feel of what's about to come. The website also includes a festival blog that gives an in-depth look at everything that's coming to the festival. We have a great writer on staff who she's just really taken nice steps in bringing the festival happenings to our readers and giving you a look that you might not quite expect when you need to learn more about the festival.
Yeah, the website looks like just an awesome resource for a whole lot of things that you probably even never knew itself. And with all the events, if you just want to print out the line item events on your calendar page, I think it took up 3 or 4 pages of paper to print those things out. So there's so much to choose from. And, I would highly recommend to people who are listening, just go in and explore it, because there's so many different things to see in there, which you can't even imagine what this is all about until you go in there, because there's so much.
Yeah, Chip, and that's one thing that's nice too is you can sort by category on the website. So if you're looking for those things to do that are family friendly, you can click on the family tag and it will pull up everything that has been made appropriate for families. Or if you want to see all the free things happening, or all the ticketed events, or all the food events, or the walking tours, those are all tagged out. So you can really search the website, not just by day or by time, but specific affinities that might be happening for you.
Yeah, and you have a lot of information too about New Haven itself, which is just a wonderful place to go during the summer. So for those of you who have never been there, this is a perfect time to check it out.
It really is a great time to check it out. And if you go to our website, artidea.org/partners, you can see the local businesses that are partnering with us during the festival, and learn about the cocktail at Zinc, or the special sundae at Ben & Jerry's, or the special pizza that Next Door is serving that's built around the festival and some festival themes. So you go to artidea.org/partners, and you can see where those restaurants are and see what kind of deals they're having during the festival to show us how they festival with us.
Yeah, the entire festival is really this cooperative of organizations and businesses. You don't have, a stage of your own. These events go on all through the city. How do you manage to coordinate all this?
Eric, you hit something really important. The city becomes our stage. As an organization that does not have a performing arts center, we look at the city as our stage, or as our performing arts center, and we couldn't do it without the partners that we have in New Haven and throughout the region. We spend a lot of time gathering those partners and speaking with them. We are meeting with local businesses throughout the year. We are very excited this year that we're in 7 different performing arts venues for our ticketed shows. We're on both the upper and lower green for our free concerts outside. We're in the Alexion Pharmaceuticals auditorium for all of our Ideas talks. And all of those are because of the strong partnerships that the festival has. And then, as you mentioned, we're everywhere else in the city of New Haven. So our biking tours take you all over. You can go for a food walking tour either upstate street or throughout Fairhaven. You're really going to get a chance to understand what makes this city tick when you come here in June and experience the festival with us.
Yeah, it really is a fantastic combination of performance and lectures and cultural events and food, as you said. How did this festival come about in the first place? You said this is your 24th year. It seems like almost an odd combination of things that had to converge.
It does make us a lot different than a lot of other festivals, especially in this country, where these types of festivals aren't as common. But this festival was created by three amazing women over 24 years ago now. Jean Hanley, Roz Meyer, and Ann Calabrese created this festival. They are women who have been leaders in New Haven for many, many years, have been founders of many organizations in this area. Jean Hanley was a corporate executive before she passed away. And these are people who really wanted to find a way that New Haven could celebrate itself. In the mid-90s, New Haven was a much different city. It was a time in June when the students would go away from the local colleges and universities, and there wasn't a whole lot else going on. And so they came together and wanted to find a reason for people to join together, to celebrate in the city as one, to be able to have shared experiences together, and to challenge their thinking and to feed their souls. And that's what this festival has been doing for the last 24 years. It was based off of the Edinburgh International model, though it is different because, as you mentioned, it has that ideas component and the walking tour component and so much more. So really, when you think of the International Festival of Arts and Ideas, it's about thinking about that ampersand, that arts and ideas, and how the two collide, and what does that mean, and what does that look like. And that's what this festival has been doing, is hosting those collisions of arts and ideas for the last 24 years.
Can you tell us, I believe there's a theme to this year's festival. Can you talk about that a little bit?
While there is no official theme to the festival ever, there are some underlying areas that rise forward often. And this year, the festival has two of those. One of those is identity, and the other one is home. When we talk about identity, that notion is fed off of the festival, along with the city of New Haven reading the book The Namesake together. And in the book The Namesake, as part of the NEA's Big Read program, the main character in that book questions what is in his name, what does it mean to be who he is, where he comes from. And I think that's something that we here in New Haven and at this time in our lives in this country are questioning a lot of as well. So you'll see a lot of the program shares that thought or theme. And the other one is home. And home comes forward as, again, we're living in the year 2019. And what does it mean to have a home? What is a home? Is it the four walls that surround you? Is it the block that you live on? Is it the people that you surround yourselves with? So often when we talk about home, it's really paying attention and tribute to those that came before us, and realizing that the things that we do will affect our home and our home lives in years or generations to come for those that come after us. And that might not necessarily just be for family members, but other people that come across our same walks and our same place of life.
Yeah, you have a section on your website that a lot of the events are under the category of lectures and ideas. And what it talks about is these are all based upon topics of community or justice or art or culture and a lot of different things. And not only New Haven, but around the world. So what are some of the highlights of those? Are there some interesting people in there that you're really looking forward to seeing that maybe nobody's heard about that we should be taking a look at there? Because you have so many of them.
Yeah, why don't we spend a little bit of time going through some of those?